Lighten up a little nutritional value here for you. It is Sunday morning, and what comes on Sunday? The games. The games are about to begin. What goes really well at the games? Pizza. But we don't become a fat ass like everybody else that's watching the games. And these kids that grow up, you ask them what makes up 50 to 80% of the body, they say pizza because that's what they love so much. The real answer is really water. What we want to do is we want to create a nutritional value meal that satisfies both genres. Because some people eat for the taste, trying to satisfy the appetite. The real winners eat to fuel the body, providing the nutritional content to grow the body of what the demand from the gym is. Because we don't grow in the gym, guys. That creates the demand. We grow with the nutrition and rest outside the gym. This right here satisfies both. It's a muscle pizza, guys. It's not 1-800 Papa John's. It's 1-800 Papa Plitt. This is going to be over about 100 to 150 grams of protein per pie. These are kind of one-man pies here. We're going to make 2 of them. We got a few different varieties here. What's going to go in here, guys, is this is the protein value here. I feel like one of those fancy steak restaurants where they show you the meats before they cook them. What we have here, on the bottom left here, is our lean chicken, a white chicken. Tons of protein, lean, less fat. We have smoked salmon here, omega-3 fatty acids, a lot of great protein. We've got our lean beef here. There's animal fat in here. We can cut that off as we chop it up. We also have bacon. You guys might be like, whoa, bacon, what's up with the bacon? It's turkey bacon, but we'll get more into that. It's more of a crunch factor and more of a taste factor. As we get into that, I'll show you some more. That's our protein. That's going to give us about 150 grams per little pie that we're about to go into. On top of that, what else do we need? We need complex carbohydrates, right? The good carbs. That's why our wheat dough, which you guys can buy in the store, pizza dough, is whole wheat pizza. Whole wheat pizza. The protein value on this right here, just this pie alone right here, is 44 grams of protein just in this little piece. More protein. The carbohydrates from the package right here is 10, 15, 34 grams of complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates, slow release energy, a lot of fiber in there. So you're getting not that quick fix like sugar, the simple carbohydrates, but the complex ones, the slow release energy. On top of that, we had the powerhouses, the gold mines of the greens here. Broccoli and spinach. Spinach being the most nutrient dense item out there per weight. The weight of this is more powerful than pound for pound any other element on the earth as far as nutritional value. Broccoli, we're talking about all the vitamins and minerals. 1 cup of either one of these guys, 1 cup, supplies over 100% of the recommended daily allowance for your diet and nutrition on a 200 calorie based diet for almost all the vitamins and minerals. These guys right here help with so many things, and we'll get into this, but the antioxidants, the anti-cancer elements, anti-aging elements, brain, neuromuscular junctions, your hair, your skin, your vision. This guy does all that, along with some mushrooms. We're getting all this. We got cheeses, we got the tomatoes and the pasta sauce. In order to make this thing happen, guys, it comes down to a time efficiency thing. So you guys are going to have to be the general, controlling the army forces. The army forces are going to be one station at the oven, another station at the microwave, another one on the pots, grilling the meats, and the other one right here with the dough, making the pizza. Now, I've never made a pizza in my life, guys. I thought of this idea last night, and I was like, I got some buddies coming over later, and I figured pizza would be kind of cool, so I'm filming this for everybody to enjoy. But think about it, here's a meal that we can create, right? That checks the box on taste, on nutrition, a bigger check, but also a fun activity. I don't know if you guys ever made a pizza, but we're going to try to do it. I've seen the commercials, from Domino's and stuff, that these guys are flipping it. I'm going to try it, man. I'm going to try to flip this thing and see what happens. It might be a hot mess, I'm not sure, but we'll make it work. That's what this is about. It's nutritional based, plus a great activity, plus, it tastes really good as you're watching the game. So in order to get this thing started, when I said you're going to be a general and controlling all the forces, the end state goal, the mission success, is an edible, tasting, nutrition-rich pizza. There's different elements that make that up, and those elements create, there's different time constraints on that. So the first thing we're going to do is whatever takes the longest, right? Which is turning the oven on. So we're going to turn the oven on real fast. We're going to turn it to bake, 400 degrees. Now we're gonna cook. It's gonna preheat for a little bit. It's about 12 to 15 minutes, depending on how crispy or how soft you want the crust. That's your prerogative. But right after that, then we're going to get into the bacon, get the bacon going. Then we're going to start cooking the meats up, slicing them, marinating them, get them going. Then we're going to start messing around with the pie and throwing it around. Then we're going to start putting all the condiments as the meat's finished and start putting it all together. And then in the oven it goes. In here. First thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to grab the bacon. The way I like to do bacon is in the microwave. And when you're doing the microwave, like most people's microwave, they never clean it. It's just disgusting in there. To prevent the cleanup mess, I use paper towels, right? I grab each piece of bacon, this is turkey bacon here, and I lay it out right there. This bacon here, guys, has tons of protein. The turkey bacon is minimal fat, guys, so it's not a lot of fat. And also the way we cook it is going to eliminate some of the fat too, because we're going to cook it crispy. What we want to do, we have all the broccoli, the cheeses, the spinach, the dough, the meats, all that warm, cheesy, soft tasting. Now we want a little crunch factor. That's what the bacon's going to provide, that crunch factor, along with a lot of taste. So we're going to really cook it a little bit extreme, so when we pull it out, we can grab it and crumble it and fall into all these pieces. We're going to take an extra towel right here and put it over top of the bacon. Why are we doing that? Because this is going to help as we cook it. And now notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of bacon. It's about 30 seconds a piece of bacon, right? So that's about about 2.5 minutes that we're going to cook this for. Now if you guys want a little more crispy or whatever else, you really want that crunch factor. The towels though, guys, as we cook it that long and get crunchy, all that fat is going to soak out of it, all that grease and stuff. This towel's going to soak it up, so it's not going to spray all over a microwave, so it's less cleanup, and also makes the bacon, less fattening for us. So we're going to put that in there for 2.5 minutes. Now bacon, guys, if you go to the baconassociation.com site, where they love bacon, they want to sell bacon to you, they will even tell you, and I'm not quite sure if it's true or not, but they said bacon, if eaten by a girl that's pregnant, will actually create a more intelligent offspring. I don't know if that's so true, but so by eating bacon and you're a pregnant woman, the kid would be smarter. Maybe so, but what I do know is that if you eat too much bacon, that kid might be a brainiac, and he might be smart enough then not to turn to mom and say, "Mom, you're looking like a fucking pig yourself." So either way. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to start cooking up our meats. Now all this stuff, guys, there's again an order system here. So the chicken, we can't eat chicken raw. There's a lot of diseases in there. It has to be cooked all the way through. That's the first guy on the plate. The salmon is not going to be cooked. That's raw, ready to go. Where the beef can be cooked or eaten raw, there's not much diseases in there. But the chicken has to be cooked first. So we're going to slice this guy up first. We're going to grab up all of our meats here. And it's really imperative, guys, that when you're cooking this stuff, that see the juices here, we're not going to combine them. We're going to cut one, wash it, then cut the other, wash it, so there's not a mix of internal combustion of juices here. So first thing we're going to do, slice these guys up real bite size. Sharpen on a knife here so we can get all the good small bite size tenderloins out of this chicken. Chicken here, this is lean white chicken, guys. So we're talking high protein, low carb. This entire meal, guys, I said, is about 100 to 150 grams of protein. The amount of carbohydrates that are in there, pretty minimal. It's only about maybe 40 grams of carbs, and it's whole wheat pizza, but it's complex carbohydrates. There's also a little bit of carbohydrates, complex style, in our broccoli and spinach that we're going to put in there, a little bit in the cheeses. We're going to mix all this stuff and cook the stuff with our olive oil, which is another great source of omega-3 fatty acids along with salmon. So we're really catching all the essentials that we need in our body after a hard workout. So we're going to slice this guy up in really small pieces, and then we're going to start marinating it. And then we're going to put it in the pan, let that guy start going, and then we're going to get into the next portion of it all. We got our buddies coming over here in about 20 minutes. So this is about, we'll see. It only takes that long. It doesn't take that much. It's only 10 minutes in the oven, probably about 10-15 minutes to prep it, and then the cleanup comes as you're cooking the actual pizza, so we're all good there. Alright, so once we have this all cut up, slice and dice pretty small, do a few small more. All right, nice. All we're gonna do is we're gonna put it into our pan here. Pan here is gonna be our mixing, saturation, marination. First thing I'm gonna put in there is a little bit of olive oil. A little bit of olive in there. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of sea salt. I'm gonna throw a little lemon pepper in there. Gotta love the lemon pepper. I got a little Montreal steak seasoning. Adds another little bit of flavor. I just want to mix all these things up. Again, guys, make sure before you work with all this stuff, this raw food, your hands are clean and the meat's clean. You know, you don't want to go outside and pick up all the dog shit and then come in here and start mixing this stuff without washing your hands, because you're not going to be eating muscle pizza. Then you're going to be eating muscle dog shit, and I don't think that's really the nutritional content we want. And I think your party, your friends coming to watch the game will be leaving pretty early. So that's mixed up, ready to go. We're gonna throw that in the pot, get that guy cooking, because again, the chicken takes a little bit longer to cook. Got a pan right here. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. There we are. Then we're gonna put our chicken right on top of that. Nice. Stir it around there. Turn this guy on. That guy's ready to go. So we're gonna let this guy start marinating, and we'll start moving around. Right now, if you look at the chicken, you can see that it's very pink, very raw. We want all of this to turn a nice white coating, so that we don't see any pink, any raw. That's when we know it's totally cooked through. We're gonna let that guy jam for a little bit as we get into the beef. Again, I'm gonna wash this part off. Our cutting board, we're going to wash that off too. Now let's get into the beef. Good thing my foot wasn't there. Okay. The beef, guys. If you look at this beef, see there's a lot of fat in here. We don't need that. We can cut that fat off. So first, grab your beef and just cut all the fatty pieces off the beef for the most part. Beef now is probably the most dense source of protein out there, man, for, per size and stuff. It has some, saturated fats in there, which we don't need, but we're cutting the majority of that off. More will come out when we cook it. But what else is in here is tons of iron, which is so fundamentally crucial for the development of strong, healthy bones and blood. There's tons of B12 in here, which is really good for the blood flow of cells and the red blood cells. It also adds some really great flavor. So another great source of protein. We're minimizing some of the negative effects of the beef. There we are. A little bit more. Cool. Alright, start cutting that up. Before we cut it up, make sure our chicken is nice and stirred around. Oh, it's looking good already. Alright, slice this guy up. It's starting to look like a little episode of Silence of the Lambs or something. Got Halloween coming up. We're looking a little Jeffrey Dahmer style here. But this is like protein we need, man. This is what our body needs. Body's gonna love it after all that hard work in the gym. Now, all this seasoning and stuff I'm doing, guys, why is that so important? Because what seasoning does, it allows you to take something that's good for you and maybe bland in taste, doesn't taste that good, and allows you to add taste and variety to it to trick the body in thinking it's one of those like quick, fast food, easy, unhealthy type of meals. Yet it's not unhealthy. It's all nutritionally based, everything our body needs. We're gonna throw the fat away from the beef. So I would encourage you guys to ensure that you guys are using a lot of spices and experiment with them. Find out what tastes good, and you can take anything and make it taste amazing. Again, olive oil, a little sea salt, some lemon pepper, and our Montreal steak seasoning. Again, we're doing the steak second because we can put this on there somewhat raw, and I can get sick from that. With the chicken, we will get sick. So we will get this guy all marinated. Bam, he's ready to go. Put him back on the stove. Like a smoke alarm, man. I cannot win. Turn this fan on. A little olive oil on there. Hopefully that smoke alarm turns off eventually. Alright, this guy's getting ready. So let that guy start cooking. If you guys have lids, that helps keep the heat in there, which helps speed this up. We're going to turn this heat down a little bit on the chicken. We turn it around a little bit. You can see now how it's getting a little bit white. That's what we want. Alright. Smoke alarm went off. Good. No fire. Alright, so now these are cooking. We're getting ready. Our oven is heating up to 390, almost ready. What do we need now? We need the pizza dough. That's what we need. The fun stuff. The salmon, again, guys. The salmon is going to be something that we put on at the very end. I mean, as we're about to put the pizza in, but it doesn't need to be cooked. We're just going to slice up the salmon right now. So it has nice little small little pieces to lay all over the pizza. Now we're going to do the rolled salmon on one square here. This is going to be our meat tray. We'll have the salmon, the beef cooked, the chicken cooked, and we'll put it down. And once we make the pie, we'll start grabbing the meats, the veggies, the cheeses, start tossing it. You know, little Chef Boyardee going on. So I'll put the meat side right there for now. We're done with the cutting plate. Now for the fun stuff, man. We'll make a little bit of room here so we can make a big mess. That's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, now when you guys are making this dough and stuff, and you guys have seen it probably on commercials and stuff, people like roll the dough and everything else. They always have like a little bit of flour down there, right? We'll do 2 pies. I got 2 pieces of dough, 2 pies. So we got a large number of people coming over. What they do is they put flour down so you can spread it easily. We're gonna change that routine a little bit here today. What we're gonna put down? Whey protein. Little protein powder. Give us an extra protein source. So we're gonna lay that down like that. And kind of nervous here. I don't know. I've never done this before, so let's see what happens. Pour our dough out. There we are. And I don't know. So push it down here. More of this out of here. Need a little bit more. Never have too much protein, right? Oh yeah, oh yeah. A little punch style, I guess. Gotta get it a little rounder. It depends how thick you want to make it, you know? You can make this bread thicker or, you know, thinner. Alright, let's attempt to throw this thing. I don't know. Let's see. Like that. Oh. It's not going, it's kind of turning into like an egg shape. Oh! That's not quite what we want. We want to make it more circular. Let's try it again. Okay. Yeah! Not bad for a rookie. Okay, I think that's pretty good right there. Got a nice circular, pretty flat, pretty thin, evenly, thickness. We're gonna roll these edges up a little bit on all of them. We have a little bit of base to put on the sauces so it doesn't leak off. Anybody out there that actually knows how to do this is probably looking like you're not doing so well. Yeah, again, first time I've ever done this, guys. I've never done this before. Just going with you live here, raw. Alright, so this guy's ready to go. We're going to grab a tray. Put him on there. Fix the edges. The chicken's getting ready, beef's getting ready. Everything's getting ready. My appetite's getting ready. Alright, put this guy right here. We got one more to do. Before we do that, let's make sure chicken and everything's good here. Oh yeah, it's looking money. Oh yeah, it's almost perfect. Trim that down a little bit more. The beef's cooking nicely. Oh yeah, look at that. Again, the beef doesn't have to be, depending what you want, guys. You want a little raw, you want it, more medium or well done. So also remember, it's going to go in the oven. It's going to go in the oven for a few minutes, man. 12, 15 minutes to be exact. So let's turn this guy down. These guys are getting really close. One more pie to do. Not bad, huh? Huh? Look at that. This is kind of fun. I have to stretch it out a little bit, I guess, thin it out some. Nice. Turn them around a little bit, get the edges going a little bit, finger style. Yeah. Got one more tray for that guy. Our oven is ready to go. Our pizza shells are prepared and made. Oh, almost lost that. I mean, it's not a perfect circle, I think it's impossible. It's humanly impossible to create a perfect circle. But sometimes the imperfections of life are what make it so sweet. This guy's ready. This guy over here is ready. Our protein powder is no longer needed. Wipe that guy out. Alright. One pie, two pies. We're going to turn these guys off. See if they're ready. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it doesn't get any more ready than that. I'm ready to eat these alone, they look so damn good. Okay, well, I'm starting to sweat my ass off too. Alright, chicken time. Get a little bit, some of the juices out of there. Again, we cook this with olive oil. Tons of omega-3 fatty acids, the essential ones that we cannot create. We must eat in order for our body to have. Look at all that good chicken right there. Nice and marinated. Woo! It's gonna be a special piece here, man. Let's get our beef going. We're done with this, we can turn this guy off. Yeah. The only problem with making pizza like this, man, for people coming over to watch a game, is that they're gonna keep coming back to watch a game. Then you got all these fucking freeloaders around. And you might not want that. So what are we doing right there? We're draining more of the animal fat, the grease out of it, Making it more healthy, guys. That's the name of the game. Tasty but healthy. Okay, so we have all our condiments now. We're ready to go. We got all our beef, we got our salmon, we got our chicken. We got our pottage ready. Time to make some sauce. Time to make some pizza. Alright, first thing we're going to do, tomato sauce right here. We get a spoon. This is our base, guys. A very healthy, you can go there with marinara sauce. Very healthy. We're just going to pour some on there, on each one. Then we're going to spread it around, guys. You know, this is all basically tomatoes. A little bit of chili in there to help the immune system too. But basically, tomatoes is tons. Great stuff for your eyes and your skin and your nervous system, your heart. You can't lose, man. It's all good stuff. Nothing going on with pizza is going to hurt you. Everything in here is going to help you. As long as you're providing the demand. The demand now, guys, is the time in the gym. You can't eat this stuff and sit on the couch and expect to grow, you guys. You got to create the demand, you know? Your appetite should be parallel to the success or the rituals of your physical demands, you know? You don't just eat for comfort, you eat for, you know, fueling the body. Just what happens this time, we fuel the body plus provide the taste. Okay, put some more in there. Money. So, I said how tomatoes are so good, right? So that's why I grabbed some fresh tomatoes and I diced them all up already. So I'm going to put a bunch of diced tomatoes on here. Nice. Then what we're going to do is grab our spinach. Again, spinach, guys. Now you can cut these stems off if you want, but you know, believe it or not, if you look at an apple or an orange or a banana, there's more nutritional content in the pit, the peel, and the pulp of the fruit than the actual fruit itself. Everyone grabs an orange and just grabs, you know, eats the orange itself and gets all the juices. That's the sugar water, you know. There's calcium and vitamin C and everything else in there, but the real nutrition is in that orange peel, and most people throw that away. You can grind that up into a smoothie and make it worthwhile. What I'm trying to say here is that here, these stems are really good. They might add a little crunch factor, but tons of nutrition. Let's leave them in there, you know. So we're gonna put a layer of spinach leaves on here. Spinach, again, is the most nutrient-enriched, you know, per weight element on earth, I believe. You know, pound for pound, this guy packs more of a nutritional punch than anything else out there. Antioxidants, anti-cancer, anti-aging, really good for your eyesight and vision. Good for your heart and nervous and brain circulatory system. Can't lose with spinach, man. That's why Popeye always eats it, and it seems like it worked well for him. Okay, we're gonna do a quick bed of spinach leaves here. These are baby spinach leaves, guys. And then we're gonna get into our broccoli, man. Now broccoli, they come in these little stems here. You know, I cut them up, but you know, if you want, you can, you know, just depending how big you want it, it might be too big right there. So we're just gonna cut that down a little bit. Let me grab a knife. Should have done this earlier. But I didn't. I'm just gonna cut these guys off to make this, you know, the pizza not so high in elevation. Some of these are already pretty small anyway. So tons of fiber in this also. Fiber is really good with your digestion. You know, good complex carbohydrates in here. There's actually protein and stuff in here too. Alright. Alright, broccoli's almost ready. Now I got a person coming over that doesn't like meat. So one of these pizzas is going to be all salmon based, and the other one is going to be everything based. the meat's the pizza. It's going to have it all in there. Whew. I'm telling you, this pizza, I'm like sweating my ass off right now. It's turning out to be a cardio pizza, not a muscle pizza. But okay, so we have our bed of tomatoes and sauce, all of our greens, all our phytonutrients are here, very rich in minerals and vitamins, you know, from potassium and magnesium, calcium, you know, this abundant of vitamins from A to Z almost. Now what we're going to do is put some mushrooms on here. Now mushrooms, guys, there's about 14,000 different types of mushrooms. And of those 14,000 types, about 7,000 are actually edible. 3,000 of them are actually used for medical practices. And then there's also a select few that are used for non-medical practices but give you medical effects. And some people go that route. This pizza is not about that route though. There's a lot of potassium in these things and a lot of phytonutrients in this. Essential for anti-cancer elements. You can look it up how much benefit is in these 3 things alone. The spinach, the broccoli, and the mushrooms. It will blow your mind. They say almost every major known disease can be cured in the rainforest. And the reason why, and natural elements, and the reason why a lot of us don't know this stuff is because it's big business out there. America's big business. And big business means there's no money for you to go to the rainforest and get something for free. So therefore they sell in pharmaceutical grade where they charge you and tax your insurance and everything else. You guys gotta be smarter than that, man. You gotta look outside the box. Create a brain and start using it. Okay, so now we have all of our mushrooms on there too. We're gonna put our meats on there. So the first one here is just gonna be solely, our salmon-based pizza, man. I'm just gonna lay over these strips nice and heavy, nice and thick, Give it a lot of love. Salmon, I don't know if you guys like it. Very unique taste, man. Tons of protein, omega-3 fatty acids, a lot of nutrients in there, minerals, but a lot of people don't like the taste. It's a very distinct taste. I love the taste of salmon. If you don't, then don't use it. But it's a big winner for me, guys, in almost every aspect. I eat it at least 2 or 3 times a week. So there's the salmon for that one. This one's going to be all chicken and our beef. Again, tons. Look at all this protein we're throwing here, man. You can't call this in, man. You can't call Domino's and expect this to come to your door, man. No, the only way you're going to get this in is by creating it in. Put our beef on there too, guys. I mean, this is just loaded with it, man. I mean, my mouth is just drooling right now. Drooling with nutrition and just taste and oh my lord. Okay, what is not on here yet? Cheese is not on there. Some people like to put cheese on there first. I like cheese at the end. And why is that? Because I don't want to use a lot of cheese, guys. Not a lot of cheese. I just want to use enough cheese for the taste factor. There's a lot of calcium in cheese, which is really good. This is a non-fat, shredded, different types of mozzarella and shredded cheese. But the real reason for the cheese going on at the very end of it on top is that it melts and it becomes what is the glue factor, the adhesive factor to keep all these meats on here. If you can see how tall this is, it's about 2 inches of height right here on this pizza. So when I start cutting this pizza is going to start falling apart. The cheese on here is going to melt and start binding everything together to ensure it stays together. That's a win for me, man. Tastes good, but also has a function. You can't lose in that aspect. Alright, man. We're about ready to go here. Need a little more cheese. Gotta steal some cheese from the beef. Alright. The last thing that goes on there, don't think we forgot now, bacon. A little trick on the bacon, guys, is that with bacon, if you're starting a cooking project or cooking for a bunch of people, right? You're cooking for a bunch of people and they're not quite sure if you can cook good, just throw a little bacon in there. And they're gonna love it. Actually, this bacon is not quite ready yet. See what I'm talking about here? See how it's soft? We want it to be more crunchy. So I need about another minute or so in there. Alright, bacon is done. Alright. Little hot. Okay, before I show you that bacon, guys, it's a little too soggy. You might like it that way. If you do, go ahead, cut it with scissors and dump it on there. I like it crunchy, man. Why crunchy? Because what we have right now is soft. We got chewable meats and stuff. And the bread, we can make that hard or soft, but everything's very soft and delicate. This provides a crunch factor plus a taste factor, so your mouth is like, wow, man, we're getting a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of crunch. It's like a little parade, a little party in your mouth, and you're liking that. You want it crispy enough. This is a little hot, but so that you can put it in your hand and just break it and just crumble it up, kind of like blue cheese in a way. Oh, it's hot. Fuck. That's all you want to do. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take all these little bacon bits, and then you're going to sprinkle them, oh, fuck, man, and sprinkle them over the pizza. You're going to love the way it tastes, man. It gives you that extra edge of life, that competitive edge of bacon. And it also makes your offspring more intelligent, from what I hear. Alright, so this guy's ready to go. The oven's ready. We got about 10 minutes. 12, 15 minutes. We're going to throw these guys in the oven. Oh yeah. One, two. We got 2 pizzas in there, so let me set the timer here. Enter. Turn the light on so we can take a look at it. And it's your prerogative, guys. Do you want to make it like crunchy bread, or do you want to make it soft dough? You know, you can make that bread thinner or thicker, like Chicago style, whatever you want. So, what do we do in this time? We got about 12 to 15 minutes here. Cleanup time, guys. So that way, when we're done with like actually cooking it, and people come over, the cleanup's done, the work's done. It's just time to enjoy. So we're gonna lock and load here and clean this stuff up real fast. Put away the stuff we haven't used. And by the time we're done, pizza will be done. We'll cut it up, we'll taste it, find out if it's edible. But it's been fun so far, man. I mean, it's a fun activity, guys. Seriously, I really encourage you guys to invite some friends over. Even if you have like a, watching a game, whatever it is, or it's just like a movie night at home, man. Go out and get this dough, man. Just play with it. You can put whatever you want on the pizza, man. And it's actually so much fun. It's a nice bonding experience between you and a loved one or some friends. I'm sure, people will drop the pizza, or maybe it'll stick to the ceiling. I don't know, something will happen that'll create a memory for life. And that's what life's all about, man. Creating those kind of moments where you kind of you remember stuff, But anyway, I'm telling you, it's a little bit of work though. It's a muscle pizza, man. But I'm throwing water, man. I'm sweating my ass off. So it's kind of like a cardio pizza too. And you become a mess. Enjoy Coke. It looks like someone enjoyed too much Coke, but different type of Coke. All right, cleanup time. Here we go. Pizza's done, kitchen's clean, and we're ready to slice and dice. That's what's good about cooking time, man. When it's cooking, you're clean, so therefore once it's done cooking, you're eating and stress-free and relaxed. So let's pull this guy out, let's see what happened here, Again, first time I've ever done this, guys. Bear with me as we open the door to criticism here. Might be impressed with 1-800-PAPA Plitt. Look at that guy. Nice crispy crust. Loving it. Have our salmon dish. That bacon on there. Woo! Alright, let's cut this guy up and see what we got here. Oh yeah, look at that piece. That right there, guys, this pizza's alone. We're talking about 100, 150 grams of protein. We're talking about all the phytonutrients, the magnesium, the potassium, the calcium, the vitamin K, basically every vitamin from A through zinc. We got the salmon, we got the olive oil for omega-3 fatty acids, the essential fatty acids our body cannot use. Carbohydrates, very low, but the carbs we are using are complex carbohydrates, a slow release energy. With fiber, so it helps with digestion, it helps your colon. Everything in here has a purpose, and that purpose is to make you stronger, make you better, make you more healthier. The way it's designed and prepared makes it taste good too. So we solved 2 battles there. We satisfied the appetite as well as the fuel for the body. That's a winning combination. You can't order this out. It has to be created in. And it's created with the specifications of what you want. You just did all the work in the gym creating the demand, now you need the supply. Those marry into perfection, to any dream becoming a reality. Be smart, guys, know what these things are, research them. The iron, everything in here has a functional taste, purpose of taste, and then also a more primary purpose of nutrition. So, We're about done in time. I got the buddies coming over to watch the game, so let's impress them. Let's have a meal ready for them. We'll slice this up. Do a little taste test. I'm not gonna be so stupid like I always usually am, where I'm just gonna take a bite out of this hot ass pizza and burn my ass again. I'm not gonna do that this time. Let the fucker cool for a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all the greens in there. I mean, it just looks delicious. You know, if someone take a picture of it, put it in the dictionary, it'll go under the term perfection. All right. Look at that. So this is the meatza pizza, man. This has got all the meat on there. You know, the beef, the chicken, and then we got the salmon piece too here for the non-meat lovers, you know. Okay, this thing called Pam. It's a spray you should put on first. Forgot to do that. So learn from my mistakes. Don't repeat as I do. Be smarter. Okay guys, let's have a quick taste test here. Let's see what we got here on this meatza pizza. Oh yeah. It's a two-hand job here, man. So much meat, so much nutrition going in there. Oh. Gotta pat myself on the back, man. Put that fucker on the menu. That is delicious. This should be. Oh, hold on. I definitely did not make enough here. I mean, I'm glad I got all this prepared before they come over because I'm gonna make sure I get full before I provide the leftovers to them. But what this is, guys, is everything your body needs. It tastes great. It's pizza, man. It's fun. The activity was just a ball, man. You do this with your friends, something funny happens. It makes a moment into a memory. That's what life's all about. So give it a shot. Go get some dough. Throw in there whatever you want. Some crazy stuff, you know, and test it out. That's what life's all about. The spice of life. Keep it fun, and enjoy the nutrition content. Watch your body grow. This right here. Come here, Quest. This is human approved, tested and proven, dog, tested and proven true, body approved. 3 strikes, you're out. 3 strikes, you win. Greg Plitt, helping you eat perfection. Check that one out, Muscle Pizza.